Everyone says Yorl and Greymane is the best.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside. My daughter Fiotli. She was murdered a few months ago. Left her laying on the ground in the pool of her own blood. I assumed they were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. And I told her it'd be the death of her. I never thought. No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down to kill her. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine? Let's just say I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before, well, you know. Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process. Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back. The only name I have is Naranya. Has a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Should have been in a...
Awesome. Let's go find this lady. Don't make me Fusro die, you.
Yes, can I... Fiotli. Fiotli. Where have I heard that name? Oh, of course, the poor girl who was murdered. Such a beautiful young thing. A tragedy, to be certain. How dare you! You're accusing me of taking part in such a heinous act? I should have you arrested for even suggesting such a thing.
Okay, here we go.
I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea what you're speaking of. Now, just a moment.
There we go.
Let's think about this, you know, discuss it like two rational people. Look, I had no choice. They're crazy. I could be killed. It's a guild of Ultimate Thieves. They call themselves the Somerset Shadows. Their leader, Linway, he's the worst of the lot. He steals valuables from the dead.
No, Linway prefers stealing from the deceased. Digs up the corpses, breaks into the Hall of the Dead.
Oh my.
He even stole that locket right off that poor murdered girl's body. Or what was left of it.
I used to fence for the Thieves Guild in Skyrim a long time ago. When Linway moved into the area, he contacted me and said if I didn't fence for them, he'd kill me. If I tell you, you need to promise not to kill me. I'd prove to be quite an asset to the Thieves Guild. I'm one of the best fences in Skyrim. Linway is holed up in a place called Uttering Hills Cave. He's got his entire guild there, so be careful. After you're done with all this, come back anytime and I'll make good on my end of the bargain.
You better.
I'm sorry I misled you. Return when this is...
Just a scratch! Sword! I'll make you pay!
That's right, boy. chaos, man. Weird little glitch there. But that happens when you have mods, I guess. Ooh, what's over here? Bro, y'all thought you could take me? For real? No way he just did that. Stop re-healing yourself, bro. It's about time. Burn. I'm glad we took out the rival gang, honestly. There's only one room for one gang of thieves in this country, state. I don't really understand their geopolitical landscape, but hey, bro, I got your stuff back.
Outside the city. The cruel seas have been... It pains me to see this locket. To be reminded of Fiotli once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Told Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild in Window, he's got it. Should have been an adventurer like...
I just realized that I didn't need to actually come back and tell him, so embarrassing. But look at that.
Still have quite a good bit of... Charleston was gratified the
Oh, I
death
guess I
of his
did.
daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too. Should send a clear message to the Somerset Shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. I think you'll find that the guild is beginning to grow. We've had a merchant move into the space right outside the flagon. It's nice to shake off the cobwebs and get things rolling again. Keep this up, and I can see a bounty headed our way.
You're damn right.
Bloody good timing. Just got some more clients. Got ourselves a freelancer. Thinks he can muscle in on our territory. How about you teach him some manners, eh? Now that's what I like to hear. Off you go.
Ooh, out to Markarth. Let's go. Do y'all remember what happens the first time you step foot in Markarth? And should I intervene? That's a cool door. A little different.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home.
Oh,
Well, I guess we're just gonna watch it.
pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Damn!
There?
Right back at you.
I die for my people.
The Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone stay back.
Poor Margaret.
The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Well, I hate to break it to you, bro, but we just watched someone get murdered by one. Oh,
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? A Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. Alright then.
alright, we'll do some of Eltree's stuff after the Thieves Guild. Let's go cause some grief. What do you have? Gimme. It's all mine, brother.
So, what can I do for you? If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done. I got another special request, and I specifically asked for you. You're making a name for yourself, that's for sure. But more important, you're making a name for the guild. Keep it up. I want you to head out to Markarth and speak to Endon. He's a silversmith. He has some kind of shop there. His father was a good friend of the guild back in the day, and we could really use his family's influence back on our side.
I'll do it.
There's plenty more work for the likes of you.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure where else to turn. Several months ago, I ordered a special silver mold from some artisans in Valenwood by way of a Khajiit caravan. Well, it never arrived. Later, I found out that it was robbed by a group of bandits led by someone named Regal Strongarm. Look, I talked to the Jarl, the steward, the housecarl, everyone. They all told me their resources were spread too thin right now. Word on the street says that the Thieves Guild is coming back into its own in Markarth. So I figured... Exactly. Look,
I got
this
you, bro.
mold is irreplaceable. I'll pay you well for its return, and I can also
You
prove
will.
to be quite a valuable ally to the Thieves Guild.
You better.
Yes, indeed. The only thing I can tell you is that the mold was taken to the bandits' hideout, a small cottage called Pine Launch. I'm not sure how many men they have inside, but I trust that won't be an issue for you.
Not typically.
Good luck. I have silver to bend.